play this and go to the gym.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay y'all.
What the butt?
I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins unable to corral him. He fights through. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Watson on 1st down. A dump off for Abdullah. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now it's Watson. He'll let this go for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, and he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The Raiders at 5 and 6 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Kadarius Toney deep for KC. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here comes Toney on the return. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside. You've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now Watson. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Watson's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, Watson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 31!
To throw is Watson. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Tucker. And he'll be out right at the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Alert!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to get that to his run back out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down. 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Mahomes to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, And they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the 50, it's Watson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. To the air yet again, Watson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now it's Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again is Watson. This is swung out to Eckler. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll swing this out to Tony. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mahomes going to change things up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On 1st down, Watson. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Watson now to throw. Open man is Tucker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into the hands of Eckler. He's got room at the 30. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Watson going to change the look here.
No timeout.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Alert!
To throw on second is Watson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Mahomes now on first down. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, we got to snap it.
Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Watson. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Now it's Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Watson on first down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Again, it's Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Hey, 31.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Fight down these two. Attack.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Attack.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
57 colors.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chiefs 52, Raiders 28.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Hey, 59!
One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chiefs, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.